for New Year? Did you have fun?
Yeah, but I had to work during the New Year's Day.
Oh man, that's
So,
cool.
yeah.
What kind of work do you do again?
I'm working as a nurse now.
Nice. That's awesome. Oh yeah, you're gonna try and go to the U.S., aren't you?
Yeah, right.
That's great. So, as a nurse, do you have to teach the patients nutrition?
No, we have a kind of nutrition team in hospital, so we
Oh,
don't need to
cool.
teach about that.
That's one of my favorite things. I love nutrition.
Oh.
It's a little bit cold here today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what the temperature is. I'll have to check it. But
That's
it's a
why
little
you
bit
wear
like,
a thick
what?
coat.
Yeah. I was really hot when I came in because I exercised before in the morning
Oh.
before I come to work, so my body's very hot.
Mm-hmm.
But after sitting down for so many hours, my body cooled down and there's no heater, so it's very cold out this morning.
Oh, I see.
So what's the temperature where you are?
Let me check it. Minus three Celsius degree, right?
Use degree before Celsius.
Oh, pardon?
Minus 3 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, right. Minus 3 degrees Celsius, right?
Right. Not 3 Celsius
Oh,
degrees, but you put
yeah.
degrees before Celsius.
Oh, okay.
Right now it's like 17 degrees Celsius.
Oh, right. That
But
that seems
it's
to seems
cloudy.
to.
It's
Oh, really?
cloudy.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's a tropical cyclone alert.
Mm.
But I think it's gonna be far to the southwest.
Oh. Then
So
it will
it's
not
not gonna
affect
be,
you.
not really.
Oh.
But the humidity right now is 81%, and the wind
Oh.
is 8 kilometers per hour. So
Mm.
it's a little chilly because of the wind.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So is it snowing there?
I know we don't have snow today, maybe.
Awesome. That's
Yeah, but
good.
we had a lot of snow at the end of the last year. Last year.
Oh, at the end of last year you had a lot of snow.
Yeah, right.
But right now you don't have a lot of snow?
Yes.
That's good. That's good. So do you like the snow or do you hate it?
Um, it depends on the situation. When I am driving or walking, I do hate snowing, but when I just stay in my room or cafe, I really love to watch snowing.
Oh, you like to watch it when you're sitting inside.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I guess I'm the same way. Going outside in the snow is like it's cold.
All right.
So, what did you do for New Year's? Anything fun?
New Year. I went a concert, which is for Korean famous singer. You mean the
Okay.
plan for New Year?
Oh no, yeah. Like, what did you do during New Year's
Ah,
celebration?
um,
Who was
actually,
the
uh-uh.
artist?
um, I don't believe you will know him, but
Huh?
this group's name is Vibe, and
Live.
yeah, they are really famous ballad group in Korea.
It's Live.
No, VIBE.
Live.
Yeah, right. Vibe.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know them yet. Maybe I saw them on a K-pop channel before, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out. Are they becoming more and more popular?
Yeah,
Ah, that's great.
I think they are kind of old singer, but they are still popular.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So, did you make a New Year's resolution?
Um, Resolution? You mean the hope?
Like a promise to yourself to do
Um,
something or not do something?
oh yeah, I promised myself to improve my English skill.
All
and
right.
yeah, and
You're doing
be
it.
yeah, and don't be lazy.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, okay. How are you lazy?
Actually, nowadays because of my hard working,
Uh-huh.
I tend to delay something.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so like
Well,
um my homework or my study. I
oh, you're
just
still in school?
no the homework in the mint.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I arrive my home, I just want to take a rest. I just wanna lay in my bed. So
Mm-hmm.
I promise myself to be more active in New Year.
Ah, I see. I got it. So when so you're gonna be more active.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I see. So what kind of homework do you get? Do you get a lot of homework?
It is not that much, but it takes a long time to finish that.
Ah, okay. Is it writing homework, reading homework? What
I
do you
have
have?
several part. Every part like reading, writing, speaking, and listening.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great. So you have three different parts: reading, writing, listening, and speaking.
yeah, right.
Oh, okay. Do you ever read out loud to yourself?
Um, I think I don't do that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
that's really important because you're
yeah.
speaking
Mhm.
while you're reading,
Mhm.
and the grammar in the book is perfect, and
Okay.
you're hearing it, so it makes your grammar better,
Oh, I
and you
see.
speak with a natural grammar, and yeah, so you're speaking, reading, and listening at the same time. So it's really
Mm.
awesome.
Oh, I see.
It's a little bit harder because you have to use your voice.
Yeah, I
And
will
you can
try that.
also, yeah, you can also record yourself and then listen
Oh.
back while you read.
Mhm.
While you listen to yourself reading, you can follow along in the book,
Mhm.
right? And then if you make a mistake, you can say, oh, I
Mm.
forgot the S in the plural, or I added an S when it doesn't need it, or
Mm.
I said I instead of I am, or I said I'm instead of I. So you can catch your
Mm.
mistakes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
good. So did you have anything you wanted to talk about today? One of the topics or something else that you're interested in talking about?
Um, actually, I saw the topic list.
Ah, okay,
Did
great.
you see that?
The topic list, yeah.
Yeah. But most of topic in here is not that familiar to me.
Okay.
So I think this one Apple admits to slowing some iPhones, and yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah, they're
yeah,
bad.
it'll be better to me.
Okay. It'll be better, not to me, for me.
Oh, okay, it'll be better for me.
Yes.
Mm.
So the preposition is for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you have a Samsung or an Apple?
Actually, I'm consistently using iPhones.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's been about 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years?
Yes.
Wow. What made you choose iPhone? Because they were the first to have the
Yeah.
smartphone?
Um, um, I think that is because of this its design.
Its design?
Yeah. Apple's
Okay.
cell phone um, looks simple, but it has diverse function. So it made
Has
me
five
buy this.
what function?
Diverse
Uh,
functions.
oh, diverse. Okay.
Yeah.
It has diverse. Uh, don't say function. Don't use the singular. It has diverse functions.
Oh yeah, right. Functions.
Yeah. So, isn't it complicated to use? It seems.
Mhm.
I have an ex-girlfriend before, like in 2013,
Mhm.
and uh, it seemed difficult to use. I tried to use her phone, but it was so hard.
Yeah, I think for other phone users like Samsung or Sony, mm,
Sony.
yeah, iPhone seems like hard to use, but as
Hmm.
a iPhone user, it is just easy to use.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, like, I never used a smartphone before, and then
Mhm.
I tried to watch her use it and figure it out how to use it, but it seems so complicated. Like, there are so many menus and
Yeah,
submenus and
right.
secret places to find the menu you
Yeah,
need.
right.
And I was like, ah. So later, I didn't get a smartphone until 2015,
Oh,
and
15?
then I got a Samsung,
Oh,
and it was pretty intuitive. Do you
eh,
know the word intuitive?
no, what is it?
Intuitive means almost like instinct. It's
Instinct?
kind of your intuition is the way your mind guesses at something.
Sorry, Michael, but could you spell it?
Sure. So it's N-I-N
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
T-U-I-T-I-O-N.
I
Intuition.
see. Mm, I got it.
So intuition is kind of like when you have a feeling about something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, if you meet somebody
Mm,
and uh, maybe it's a guy,
mm-hmm.
and you just have the feeling that maybe he likes you, and
Mm-hmm.
you also think he's attractive and you want to get to know him, and then you're not worried about it because you think, he's probably going to ask me out and I'm going to say yes.
Mm.
That's intuition. And
Ah, I
he
see.
looks like a really cool guy,
Uh-huh.
but time will tell. But, you just have the feeling that he's a good guy. And then it turns out it's true.
Oh,
So that's intuition. Or
yeah.
if you meet somebody the first time and you think, this person is kind of strange. Maybe they're kind of dangerous or something, so I better stay away from them. And then
Mm.
you stay away from them,
Mm-hmm.
and then later you find out they're like some kind of criminal or crazy person.
Mm.
And then so your intuition is like we call it a gut feeling. A
Oh.
gut means stomach. So we have a
Oh.
feeling in our stomach. We like feel good about something or we feel bad, maybe wary or
Mm-hmm.
scared of something. So if you
Oh.
sometimes you listen to your intuition, it's like a natural way of understanding things in the world.
I see.
People or some machines are very easy to use. They're very intuitive,
Ah.
self-explain. They explain themselves very
Mm-hmm.
easily to you.
Mm.
Other things seem very complicated and difficult to understand, even just looking at them.
Mm.
So I found the Samsung very intuitive. It wasn't difficult to figure it out just
Ah.
by playing with the menus and
Mm.
pushing buttons on the touch screen.
Ah, yeah.
So did you find the Apple easy to use or difficult to learn?
Actually, at first I was also a Samsung user, but
Haha.
uh, and I decided to change my phone to iPhone. So at first I was also felt complicate to use.
Complicated?
Yeah, complicated to use iPhone, but now I'm just adapted this phone, accustomed to this phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
accustomed to this phone.
yeah,
Good. That's a great word, accustomed.
yeah. So it is now just suitable to me.
It's just now
Uh, s-
slower to you?
Suitable.
Suitable. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
suitable. I thought you said slower. Somebody's making noise here, so it's a little
Mm,
bit loud.
okay.
Uh, they're doing construction, so
Mm. In your office?
yeah.
Oh.
So they're building some new cubicles for new teachers' stations.
Oh, then your office will get more teacher?
Yes,
Mm.
exactly. So, uh, the article was about Apple
Mm-hmm.
forcing the phones to become less useful by making them slower.
Yeah. By the way, why don't you use the iPhone?
Uh, I saw how difficult it was for my ex-girlfriend to
Ah, okay.
learn how to use her phone. She
Mm.
was very excited to discover
Mm-hmm.
new things about it because it seemed like a mystery to understand it. And
Mm.
then, so I decided when I had a chance to buy a cell phone, I went to a surplus store in called HMR, and they
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of LG, Sony, Samsung phones, and
Mm-hmm.
they were cheap. They were
Mm.
brand new, but they were like older models, and they were
Mm.
very discounted. So I
Mm.
bought the Samsung, and it just was easy to use. So I
Mm.
remembered the difficulty my ex-girlfriend had with her phone, and I thought, well, this is just easy.
Mm.
So why shouldn't I use it?
Yeah, sure.
Uh, right?
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
And I teach Korean people, so actually many Korean people have been telling me I should get LG because LG is a lot cheaper and just as good
Yeah.
as Samsung, maybe even better, and it's kind of we say underrated. Do you know
Oh, yeah, right.
underrated?
Yeah, I know. I
It's
think
kind of
so.
underrated actually. They make pretty good cell phones, but
Yeah.
because they're not so popular as Samsung, they don't spend a lot of time advertising and pushing it
Mm-hmm.
like Samsung does. So, but a lot of people know that they're just as good and buy them because they're cheaper.
Yeah.
Especially women, men always want the most expensive cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of so they were telling me to get an LG. I don't know. What do you think?
Mm, actually, I also used LG phone, but someone is stolen my phone, so yeah, it became a kind of bad memory to me, so I never
Uh
use
oh.
LG. It is not because of the phone, but that's because of my experience. But I was
Oh.
satisfied with my phone.
Was it stolen in Korea?
Yes, I was just walking with my phone in my hand, but
Uh huh.
someone is approaching me with a bike,
Uh huh.
and he just get it in fast speed.
So
So, yeah,
I thought in Korea it's easy to track down stolen phones and difficult to sell them because they have a certain registration number.
yeah, but they will sell them to overseas, not
Oh,
in
like in
Korea.
China or
Yeah,
Philippines
yeah,
or
right.
Taiwan or somewhere like
Yeah,
that.
right, right.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I think so.
Dang. So guess you still have to be careful with your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you use Apple, are you concerned because they said that Apple's causing them to become obsolete prematurely in order to force people to buy new phones?
Yeah, right.
What do you think about that?
I cannot understand their purpose.
You can't?
Yeah,
Really?
I cannot. I cannot.
Ah, well, it's called
Hmm.
planned obsolescence. Have you heard of that before?
No, plan.
Obsolescence is when you make something obsolete. Have
Obsolete.
you heard of that before?
No.
No?
Yeah.
It's like obsolete is when something becomes useless,
Mm.
no longer useful.
Oh, obsolete.
Planned obsolescence is when you make something so
Mm-hmm.
that it will break
Mm-hmm.
after a certain amount of time, so people have to buy another one.
Mm.
Like electric fans. Electric
Mm.
fans are very popular in Asia,
Yeah, right.
but some parts on the electric fan easily break.
Yeah.
And so after anywhere from 3 to 7 years, some fans will break and then the buttons break or the
Mm-hmm.
motor breaks
Mm-hmm.
or the fan the 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 cage screws on, the screw breaks and doesn't hold the cage.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to throw it away and buy a new one.
Ah, yeah,
The
right.
companies design the product to break after a certain
Oh.
amount of time. The engineers know they could make it better
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit more expensive and it would last 10 or 15 years.
Oh,
But they
that's
decide
bad.
to use a cheaper
Mm-hmm.
design and cheaper material so it will
Mm.
break after 5 years
Oh.
and it's a little bit cheaper, but you have to buy another electric fan every 5 years.
Mm. Oh.
So they plan for it to break on purpose.
Wow.
So some companies are bad because they're
Yeah.
like that. So that they do that in cars, they do that in consumer goods. There are many, many products
Mm.
where planned obsolescence is part of their
Mm-hmm.
their design because
Oh.
they want to make more money.
Oh. I cannot
So it's
believe
terrible,
them.
right?
Yeah.
It's true though. They do that. They're really, really terrible. Lots of companies do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that customer can do. Customer, the
Nothing you
user.
can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all you can do is boycott. You know, boycott.
Yeah, right. Not to
You
buy
can
the specific product, right?
right. You can refuse to buy it or talk about it or use it.
Mm.
So, or you can even say bad things about it, like to your friends, like, "Oh, I
Mm.
had an apple, and yeah, it did slow down." Or if it's not true, you can say, "Well, I think it's not true, but I guess Apple admitted it, right?"
Yeah.
So I heard they have like 8 lawsuits now. Have you heard that?
No.
I just saw today that there are 8 lawsuits.
Ah, I love it.
You know that?
Yeah, I heard that.
You did?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So these lawsuits are going to cost the company a lot of money,
Mm.
you know?
No, I didn't know that. Love.
Well, if they get a judgment by the by the judge against
Mhm.
them, they
Mhm.
have to pay money,
Oh. Yeah.
and they could be class action. Do you know class action?
No.
A class action lawsuit is a lawsuit uh, where many people are represented by a group a group of people are represented by one or two or three attorneys who file a lawsuit for a large group of people.
Mm.
And anybody who can prove that they bought an iPhone can get some of the money from the money paid by Apple in the
Mm.
lawsuit. They
Mm.
can get like a refund or some money
Mm.
back.
Oh.
So if any of the class action lawsuits
Hello. Oh.
so you have to contact the group of lawyers who are involved in the class action lawsuit.
Oh. Oh.
Are you there?
Yeah. Oh.
I can't
Hello.
hear you.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.